Hey everyone, Carrie back here with Family eBiz, where we help families start and scale their business, grow their business so they can gain freedom in their lives. Freedom to do the things they enjoy, freedom to be with the people that they want to be with, and freedom to follow the calling that they are given in life. We are right now in the middle of a series about from crickets to clicks, and we are going to move that needle a little bit further. We've already talked about some ideas for you, but we're going to talk today about how to get traffic from Pinterest and YouTube. You might be getting crickets on some of those other things. I will tell you, Pinterest, if you want to call it a social channel, it is my number one channel. I get 30% of my traffic to my website from Pinterest. At one time it was 50%. This really works, I promise you. So, before we dive into that, if you're not subscribed to us, please subscribe so we can get this out to more and more people. Leave us a 5-star review if that's allowed wherever you are, or leave us a comment on whatever channel you are listening to this. As we get started, I would love to just talk to you about something. Have you ever posted something amazing on Instagram? And 24 hours later, it is buried and gone and down in the ground. You're not alone. What if your content kept working for you month after month, year after year? I'm going to share some of the places that my content continues to work on a regular basis. We're going to dive in to some easy to use strategies for Pinterest and YouTube, whether you're a beginner in all of online business or just a beginner in Pinterest and YouTube. We have got you covered. So let's just dive right into some strategies that you can use with Pinterest and with YouTube. Why do YouTube and Pinterest work? Why are they not like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok? Because they are not really social. They are like a search engine. People go there looking for information. Let's just think about this. Most of y'all probably don't even know about this, but back in the 1800s, almost 200 years ago, libraries created these things and they were in little drawers called card catalogs so people could easily search for whatever it was that they needed. They didn't have to walk up and down the aisles of the library looking for a book. Have you ever used a card catalog? I have. I grew up with the card catalog. Well, I don't know that we still do because we got the computer now. But seriously, I would pull that little drawer out, and let's say I was looking for American Revolution. I'd go look American Revolution, and then I'd have my pencil and my paper, and I'd write down the little tags for those particular books, and then I'd go look them up. Well, guess what? We have made it so much simpler. Pinterest and YouTube are modern card catalogs. They are visual search engines that help your audience find exactly what they're looking for. They're not like Instagram. They're not like TikTok. Pinterest and YouTube are designed for discovery. Your content can be found for months and months on end. Instagram, seriously, you put a reel up, it's gone the next day. That does not happen with Pinterest or with YouTube. It sticks around for a very long time. So, what is the lesson we can take just to get started? Pinterest means search and you'll get inspiration. YouTube means search and you'll get education or entertainment. So let's say that Pinterest is searching inspiration to go find what you need. YouTube is search and you'll get education or entertainment, depending on what you are. Both of them are long-term visibility and traffic strategies that can send people to your website or to your product or your list or your course or wherever you want to send them. So they are not like other platforms. You really need to let that sink in if you've not thought through that. Secondly, I'd like to share how I got steady traffic from just a blog post through Pinterest. You see, I published a podcast. I published a post called Bible Lessons for kids back in 2018. That was 7 years ago. I really didn't think much of it. I was just posting because it was a story about our mission trip that we took that week. I shared it on Pinterest and it slowly started gaining traction. 7 years later, it is still bringing in new visitors and email signups every single month. In fact, about 3 years ago, I was like, oh my goodness, this page keeps ranking at one of the top pages every month. Maybe I should put a lead magnet. Maybe I should put a paid. Maybe I should do something with it instead of just throwing it out to the website universe. And that is what I did. I didn't have to repost it. It just keeps showing up, and I have no idea why. I'm serious. I've not had to babysit that thing. I did go back about 3 or 4 years ago and make sure there was a lead magnet on there so I could start to capture some names and emails. Um, I updated it that one time. I don't even think I have repinned it, honestly, because the pictures are horrible and I need to update them. But it continues to show up. Isn't that wild? So this one keeps showing up at the top of Google Analytics when I take a look at where people are landing when they show up on my page. So what is your takeaway? When you use Pinterest, this can be the same for YouTube. I'm just giving you a Pinterest example. When you use Pinterest or YouTube, your content becomes searchable and reusable. This is ideal for solopreneurs that have limited time. You put it out there and then you're just going to have to wait. There is a waiting period. So you can get steady traffic just from one post and sharing it on Pinterest. Next, let's just talk about some tips to get started on both of these platforms. And I'm going to start with Pinterest. Just a moment. Sorry, I told you this is real. If you're listening to last week, it's all about being real. Kodak. Kodak was a camera company. Some of y'all may not know, but the very first camera for everyday people. And in 1888, all right, that is like 100 and almost 50 years ago, they created the first user-friendly camera. And what was their slogan? What was their brand slogan? You press the button, we do the rest. You press the button and we do the rest. Now that's different from all of our phone cameras, but back then that was phenomenal because you would have to like put it in the dark room and do all the stuff just to get a photo from it. Well, Pinterest and YouTube might be intimidating to you, but they are so beginner friendly to get started and you put it out there and they do the rest. You put an image out there and they will do the rest. Let's first talk about Pinterest. Here are the steps that I would recommend. All right, get a pencil, paper, come back to me if you're multitasking. Create a business account and claim your website. And you just go in and look and see how that's done. When you are sharing your pins, in your titles and descriptions, use keywords that people are looking for. And then for every blog post, or if you have a podcast on a page, which I actually have a web page for that, you want to make 3 to 5 pins for every blog post. Super simple. Go to Canva. They have tons of templates. I would say pick 5 templates from Canva, change the colors to whatever your brand colors are, and then for every blog post, you make an image with each of those templates. Then you have 5 images and you want to then pin consistently. The easiest way I know, and some people don't, they sort of poo-paw Tailwind. I continue to use Tailwind. You can manually pin, but I continue to use Tailwind because I can schedule out all my pins out for a month or 2 or 3 or 4. And I can schedule 10 on a day, 2 on a day, 25 on a day. It doesn't really matter. So that would be how I would use Pinterest. YouTube. You want to start with 3 to 5 minute videos answering just some common questions. Record it on your phone. Now I use it. I actually have this thing. You may not be able to see it. See, you can't really see it. There's a light coming over there. I bought it from Target. It's got 5 light bulbs, and I put it wherever I need extra light. But you don't need to just find some natural light. That is the best light, and then start recording. And it doesn't have to be long. When you put it on YouTube, be sure to use keywords in your title and your description and the video file name. And then be sure in your description to put a link to whatever your call to action is. And in Pinterest, same thing. Always have call to action to visit your blog or your freebie. Lastly, you want to repurpose your blog content into pins and videos. You can take one blog post, turn it into 5 pieces of content. What are those 5 pieces? Number 1, I wrote a post on Easter. All right, I did that. Number 1, I made 4 Pinterest pins with different images and keywords. Then you can shoot a quick little video walking through the main points, and I can put that as Facebook Lives or podcasts. Then I can take that one blog post, and it has worked on multiple platforms. Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube, wherever. And I did it actually for 4 different topics: Palm Sunday, Maundy Thursday, Easter Bible reading plan, and Holy Week. That becomes exponential with all the repurposing that's going on, just to point everyone to my Easter bundle. How do you do it? You choose a blog post that's already working or solves a problem. Then you want to pull out 2 or 3 key takeaways and then create from those 2 or 3 pins that have a different headline. For instance, if you're talking about toddlers, how to homeschool with toddlers, 3 tips, 3 tricks for teaching with little ones around, homeschool house with toddlers underfoot. So you get 3 pins, 1 video, and you put it out there, and every week you choose a different topic and get it out there. I would encourage you to block off maybe 30 minutes a week just for repurposing like that. You need to realize you don't need to chase every trend to grow. Pinterest and YouTube will give you a quiet and powerful way to share your message, to help more people and to grow your traffic steadily. So remember here, what do you need to remember? Pinterest and YouTube are searchable, evergreen platforms. Even one piece of content can bring in traffic for years, as I've already shared with you, and you can start simply, even as a beginner. Now, I will tell you, if you want more ways to grow traffic and grow your list, go grab our Scrappy List Building Checklist. It has got 7 ways. You'll get 7 daily emails telling you exactly what to do. And you can get that for free. Just look in the show notes wherever you are listening to this. Remember, you don't have to post every day to be seen. You just need smart, search-based strategies that work while you sleep. Hey, I'm Carrie Beck with Family eBiz. We'll talk to you next time.